The 16 personalities are derived from the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, a psychological tool based on Carl Jung's theory of psychological types. These descriptions highlight the darker and terrifying aspects of each personality type, providing a nuanced understanding of their complexities and potential challenges. 1. ISTJ, the Inspector. 11.6% of the population. ISTJs are meticulous and diligent, often seen as workaholics. Their need for structure and order can make them rigid and inflexible. They can be ruthlessly efficient, expecting the same level of commitment from others. Any deviation from their plans can be met with intense frustration. Their stern demeanor and strict adherence to rules can make them seem unapproachable and harsh. 2. ISFJ, the Protector. 13.8% of the population. The most common personality. ISFJs are fiercely loyal and protective, but their intense focus on others can lead to self-neglect. They internalize stress, which can manifest in physical ailments. Their kindness can be overshadowed by passive-aggressive tendencies when their efforts go unappreciated. They can become martyrs, sacrificing their well-being for the sake of others, and may harbor deep resentment. 3. INFJ, the Advocate. 1.5% of the population. The most rare personality. INFJs possess a profound understanding of human nature, but their idealism can lead to disillusionment. They are prone to existential crises, questioning their purpose and the meaning of life. Their deep empathy allows them to manipulate others' emotions, often unconsciously. When their ideals are threatened, they can become reclusive and cynical, distancing themselves from a world they view as inherently flawed. 4. INTJ, the Architect. 2.1% of the population. INTJs are strategic masterminds, but their intellectual arrogance can alienate others. They view emotions as weaknesses and can be ruthlessly logical, dismissing those who don't meet their standards. Their perfectionism drives them to relentless self-criticism and isolation. When their plans fail, they can spiral into intense bouts of self-doubt and frustration. 5. ISTP, the Virtuoso. 5.4% of the population. ISTPs are adventurous and pragmatic, but their need for excitement can lead to reckless behavior. They are detached and emotionally aloof, often struggling with long-term commitments. Their risk-taking can put themselves and others in danger. They thrive on crisis and chaos, often creating problems just to solve them, leading to a cycle of destruction and repair. 6. ISFP, the Adventurer. 8.8% of the population. ISFPs are free-spirited and creative, but their aversion to conflict can result in passive behavior. They are prone to escapism, avoiding responsibilities and difficult emotions. Their spontaneity can lead to unpredictable and erratic actions. When faced with criticism, they can become deeply hurt and withdraw, retreating into a world of their own making. 7. INFP, the Mediator. 4.4% of the population. INFPs are deeply empathetic and idealistic, but their sensitivity makes them vulnerable to emotional turmoil. They can become paralyzed by indecision, fearing that any choice will betray their values. Their tendency to idealize people and situations sets them up for disappointment. They are prone to melancholy, often dwelling on the world's injustices and their perceived inability to effect change. 8. INTP, the Logician. 3.3% of the population. INTPs are analytical and innovative, but their detachment from reality can make them seem cold and indifferent. They are prone to overthinking, leading to analysis paralysis. Their disdain for social norms can isolate them from others. When their ideas are challenged, they can become defensive and dismissive, retreating further into their intellectual pursuits. 9. ESTP, the entrepreneur, 4.3% of the population. ESTPs are energetic and action-oriented, but their impulsivity can lead to reckless and dangerous behavior. They thrive on adrenaline and can become bored easily, constantly seeking new thrills. Their bluntness can hurt others' feelings, and they often disregard consequences in pursuit of immediate gratification. They can manipulate situations to their advantage, using charm and cunning to get what they want. 10. ESFP, the entertainer, 8.5% of the population. ESFPs are vivacious and spontaneous, but their need for constant stimulation can lead to irresponsible and hedonistic behavior. They avoid conflict and serious discussions, preferring to keep things light and fun. Their superficial charm can mask deeper insecurities. They can be overly reliant on the approval of others, and when they don't receive it, they can become despondent and lost. 11. ENFP, the campaigner, 8.1% of the population. ENFPs are enthusiastic and imaginative, but their idealism can lead to unrealistic expectations. They struggle with routine and can become bored easily, abandoning projects and relationships when the initial excitement fades. Their emotional intensity can be overwhelming to others, and they can become disillusioned when their high expectations are not met. They are prone to burnout, constantly chasing new possibilities. 12. ENTP, the debater, 3.2% of the population. ENTPs are quick-witted and argumentative, often engaging in debates for the sake of it. Their need to challenge and question everything can be exhausting for those around them. They can be perceived as arrogant and dismissive of others' feelings. Their constant search for novelty can lead to a lack of focus and follow-through, leaving projects unfinished and relationships strained. 13. ESTJ, the executive, 8.7% of the population. ESTJs are organized and efficient, but their need for control can make them domineering and inflexible. They impose their standards on others, often coming across as harsh and critical. They struggle to understand emotions and can be dismissive of those who don't meet their expectations. Their focus on tradition and rules can stifle creativity and innovation. 14. ESFJ, the Consul, 12.3% of the population. ESFJs are caring and sociable, but their need for approval can make them overly concerned with others' opinions. They can become martyrs, sacrificing their own needs for the sake of others. Their desire to maintain harmony can lead to passive-aggressive behavior and resentment. They struggle with change and can be resistant to new ideas that challenge the status quo. 15. ENFJ, the Protagonist, 2.5% of the population. ENFJs are charismatic and inspiring, but their need to help others can become intrusive and overbearing. They struggle with boundaries, often taking on others' problems as their own. Their idealism can lead to disappointment when reality doesn't match their expectations. They can be manipulative, using their charm to influence others for what they perceive as the greater good. 16. ENTJ, the Commander, 1.8% of the population. ENTJs are strategic and driven, but their relentless pursuit of goals can make them ruthless and cold. They prioritize efficiency over emotions, often disregarding the feelings of others. Their confidence can come across as arrogance, and they can be intolerant of incompetence. Their need for control can lead to power struggles and strained relationships. And there you have it, the darker, more terrifying aspects of the 16 personalities. Each type, with their unique traits and tendencies, can reveal a side that is less often seen, but just as real. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the complexities of the human psyche, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and we will see you in our next videos.